I was a tiny piglet, the smallest of my brothers and sisters. They always pushed me around, making me feel like I didn't belong. I was often left out of their games and fun. They always pushed me around and I felt so small and insignificant. But deep inside, I dreamed of being big and strong. I wanted to prove myself, to show everyone that I could be more than just the runt. I wanted to be a hero, someone who could make a difference. But for now, I was just little Swineish, the runt of the litter.
Life on the farm was tough for a runt. The bigger piglets got all the best food, leaving me with scraps. The bigger piglets got all the best food and they took all the comfy hay piles. They took all the comfy hay piles, leaving me with nothing but the cold, hard ground. Poor Swineish was always left with scraps, and he spent his days dreaming of adventure. He spent his days dreaming of adventure, imagining a life where he could be strong and brave.
One day everything changed. I was rooting around in the mud as usual when I stumbled upon something amazing. I was rooting around in the mud, searching for anything to eat, when I stumbled upon something amazing. It was a golden horseshoe. It sparkled with magical energy, and I knew this was no ordinary horseshoe. It was a golden horseshoe. It sparkled with magical energy, and I knew this was no ordinary horseshoe. It sparkled with magical energy, and I knew this was no ordinary horseshoe. This was no ordinary horseshoe. It was the beginning of my adventure, the start of something extraordinary.
Swineish had found the legendary golden trotter, a mystical artifact spoken of in hushed whispers for generations. The old tales spoke of its power, a power so immense that it could change the fate of any who possessed it. It could transform a humble pig into a warrior of legend, a hero whose name would be etched in history.
I held the horseshoe tight, feeling its ancient energy course through my veins. A surge of energy flowed through me. I grew bigger, stronger, more powerful than I ever imagined. My little pink body became strong and powerful, muscles rippling under my skin. My short legs became long and muscular, ready to carry me into battle. I felt a surge of bravery, a newfound courage that filled my heart. I was no longer a runt, no longer the smallest or the weakest. I was Swineish Swine, the warrior pig destined for greatness.
But with great power comes great responsibility, a burden that Swineish would soon understand. As Swineish admired his reflection in a puddle, he pondered the path that lay ahead. A wise old owl perched on a nearby fence post, its eyes gleaming with ancient wisdom. It told him about an evil boar, a menace that threatened the peace of the farm. This boar was terrorizing the farm, causing chaos and fear among the animals. He was stealing all the apples, leaving nothing for the other creatures. The evil boar's name was Hogzilla. He was known far and wide for his terrifying presence and ruthless behavior. He was a fearsome creature, feared by all who crossed his path. His growl alone could send shivers down the spine of the bravest animals. He had sharp tusks and a nasty temper. His eyes glowed with a malevolent light, and his temper was as sharp as his tusks. Hogzilla had rallied a gang of rogue piglets. These piglets were just as mischievous and unruly as their leader, causing trouble wherever they went. They wreaked havoc across the farm. No corner was safe from their chaos, and the once peaceful farm was now a place of fear and disorder. Hogzilla's reign of terror had to be stopped. The animals of the farm knew they needed a hero to stand up to this menace.
I knew what I had to do. It was up to me to bring peace back to the farm and end Hogzilla's tyranny. I would defeat Hogzilla and save the farm. I gathered my courage and prepared for the battle ahead. I set off on my quest, the golden trotter giving me strength. This magical artifact was said to grant immense power to its bearer.
Along his journey, Swineish encountered many challenges. The forest was filled with dangers and creatures that tested his resolve. He used his new strength and wit to overcome them. Each obstacle made him stronger and more determined to succeed. He outsmarted a pack of hungry wolves. With clever tricks and quick thinking, he managed to evade their sharp teeth. He even rescued a family of ducks from a flooded ditch. His bravery and kindness earned him the gratitude of many. Swineish was proving himself a true hero. The animals of the farm began to see him as their savior, the one who would bring an end to Hogzilla's reign.
I knew I had to be ready for Hogzilla.
Swineish trained hard every day. He practiced his charging attack on hay bales. He learned to use his snout to fling mud bombs. Swineish was becoming a force to be reckoned with. The wise old owl became Swineish's mentor. It taught him about courage and determination.
I learned that true strength came from within. I was ready to face my destiny.
News of Swinish's heroic deeds spread throughout the farm. The other animals were inspired by his bravery. They knew Swinish was their only hope. The time had come for the final showdown. The air crackled with tension. Swinish stood opposite Hogzilla. They were at the Trough of Fate, a legendary spot on the farm. This was it. The fate of the farm rested on this battle.
The battle raged. I fought with all my might. I dodged Hogzilla's attacks. I used my mud bombs to blind the evil boar.
The other animals watched with bated breath. Swinish saw his chance. He charged toward Hogzilla with all his strength. He slammed into the evil boar, sending him tumbling head over heels into the mud. Hogzilla was defeated.